Hi class, we're going to do basic probability right now. So let's get warmed up, and you know these. What's the probability of getting heads when you flip a coin? Well, yeah, you know. It's one outcome heads out of two possible outcomes heads tails, so it's 1 out of 2 or 0.5. What's the probability of rolling a 4 when you roll a die? Well, it's 1 out of 6 possible outcomes when you roll a die, so this is our probability. To compute probability, the probability of an event E is the number of ways that E can occur divided by the total number of possible outcomes, provided they're equally likely. Some definitions are here. The key one is a sample space is a set of all possible simple events. So let's look at some sample spaces. Flip a coin, what's a sample space? Well, yeah, it's basically heads and tails. What about rolling a die? What about 2 flips of a coin? And what about 3 flips of a coin? Well, rolling a die, 1 through 6. 2 flips, we have heads, 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 tails, tails, heads, or tails, tails. 3 flips of a coin, 3 coins, 2 possible outcomes, so 8 possibilities. Now we can ask some questions. What's the probability of getting exactly 1 head in 2 flips? Exactly 2 heads in 3 flips? What about at least 1 head in 3 flips? Well, let's look at the sample spaces. They're equally likely. So 1 head in 2 flips, it's this one or this one. So 2 out of 4. Exactly 2 heads in 3 flips, well, it's this one, and this one. So it's 3 out of 8. What about the probability of getting at least 1 head? Well, there's only one way of not getting at least 1 head. There's at least 1 head in all these except for the tails, tails, tails. So it's 7 out of 8. Now, all probabilities are between 0 and 1. If you notice, all these are between 0 and 1. Okay, and 1 means certain, 0 means impossible. So, here's another question. What's the probability of rolling a double when you roll a pair of dice? Well, what do we need? Yeah, sample space. What's a sample space? How many elements? Well, you roll one die, it has 6 possibilities. You roll the other, it has 6 possibilities. So 6 times 6, each one of the possibilities can be paired with the other die. So 6 times 6, or 36 possible outcomes. And here they are. So what's the probability of a double? Right? Well, how many doubles are there? There's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6. So there's 6 ways out of 36. So the possibility of a double is 6 divided by 36, which is equal to 0.167. Okay. Now voting. Suppose we have the following data on folks who intend to vote. So there's these folks that plan to vote and these do not. If we select somebody at random, what's the probability that they plan to vote? Well, we just have to add them up. How many people plan to vote? Well, 55. How many total? 91. So there's about a 60% chance that people plan to vote. One more example. Suppose there's a combination lock and you forgot the combination. If you tried one at random, what's the probability that it's right? Okay, well, how many combinations are there? Well, you can almost see it right here, right? You can have all the ones 9999 plus the 0000, or for each number that you can pick, it's 0 through 9 or 10 choices, and there's 4 numbers, so it's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, or 10,000 possible outcomes. You have one of those out of 10,000, so there's our probability. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed our introduction to probability and enjoyed thinking about the problems on the homework. Cheers.